Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel SAP Space by Leela Mohan. So in this video we are going to discuss about the topic return to supplier process. So usually when we will do this process, so whenever we receive goods from the supplier, so when we feel that the goods are damaged or the quality of the goods are not up to the mark, so that we will return the goods to supplier, right? So there are many kind of situations will happen in manufacturing industries where returning to the supplier will happen. Okay, so in this video we will discuss about what are the ways to return the goods to supplier and how can we achieve that in SAP system. There are two scenarios so where we'll see in this video. The scenario 1 is with return delivery, scenario 2 is with return PO. So before starting this process, I will make you to go through the process of receiving the stock into the warehouse. So once we receive the stock only, we can able to return back to the supplier, right? So here I just mentioned the first steps are receiving the stock. So first we will perform these steps: create a purchase order, then we'll create one inbound delivery, then we will do goods received against inbound delivery, and then we can post the invoice receipt. So that what will happen, stock will come inside your storage location or warehouse. So after doing this process, now imagine that our quality department went for inspection. So they have checked all the stock whatever we received from the particular supplier. Then they concluded that some of the stock is not up to the mark or some of the stock are damaged. Now company has taken a decision to return these goods back to the same supplier. So how they can return? They can return in two ways. The first way is scenario 1. So they can create a separate purchase order for same material and how much quantity you want to return, and we need to tick for the return checkbox in the purchase order that we will see in the purchase order creation process. After creation purchase order, we need to create outbound delivery, then we need to pick the goods. So we need to pick from the storage location so that we can deliver back to the supplier. After that, we will record a credit memo. Credit memo is nothing but, so while receiving the stock, we are doing invoice receipt, right? That means we are paying to the supplier. He supplied goods, we are paying the money. Now we are returning the stock back to the supplier, right? So in this case, we need to get back our money. So once supplier gives the money back, we will record credit memo. So this is one scenario. And other scenario is, so after receiving the stock, that means in the step 3, post goods received against delivery, right? So after this step, system will generate one material document number, right? So we will take that material document number as a reference and directly we will do the return delivery in the same transaction, MIGO. Let me correct it here. MIGO transaction itself. After that, automatically outbound delivery will be created. We will go through that process. Then we will do goods issue. Then same process. We need to record the credit memo. So last 3 process, not 3 actually, last 2 process is same. But the initial 2 steps will change according to the business scenario you can implement. We will go to SAP system and quickly perform stock receiving process first. Okay, let's go back to the system. Now I'll take any one material. So let me go to MM60. So here I'll give filter plant 2100 and I'll execute. So let's take any raw material. So I will take 40019 material. Let's create a purchase order. The transaction code is ME21N and choose the document type here. So I'll choose domestic PO and give you supplier and purchase organization, group, company code. So then we will give our material. Then I am just receiving 100 stock, and next give plant 2100 and location where you are going to receive your stock. I'm going to receive in RM01. This is my raw material location. So now under item details, under the confirmations tab, we have a confirmation control. So here we need to choose inbound delivery. So then only system will allow you to create inbound delivery with reference to purchase order. So now let's perform check. Everything was perfect. Then let's save the PO. Okay, so this is a PO number. Let's copy this to our Excel sheet. This is the PO number. Now next step is create inbound delivery. The transaction code is VL31N. So let's navigate to the transaction. VL31N. So by default, the latest purchase order number will be displayed here. Just go inside and you can check in stock placement. You can check the storage location, how much delivery quantity and how put away quantity. So here just mention put away quantity as 100 and save. Now click on inbound delivery and click on display. System will give you the inbound delivery number. So let's save this in our Excel sheet. And if you want to check this inbound delivery status, you just go inside this delivery and you have an option called document flow. If you click on document flow, so here you can track the process. Right now the picking request is completed, but the delivery is still in process. It is not yet completed. Okay, so now we need to perform goods received against this inbound delivery. So let's go to transaction MIGO. Here we need to do goods received against inbound delivery and give the inbound delivery number. And you can see here, you just verify the data. I mean the part number, quantity, and where we are going to receive this, and what is the purchase order number. These things and all you can verify, and you can mark the flag item OK. Then click on check. So before posting, so I will just show you the stock overview before posting this. So let's go to MMBE and give a material, plant and storage location RM01, execute. Okay, so right now you can see here total 1110 stock is available under on order stock. Out of 110, 100 is the one which we created. So just right click on this stock and click on purchase orders. So here you can see the open purchase orders for this part number. So here you can see 100 piece. So this is the PO which we created just now. So this 100 piece is available under on order stock. And here you can see 10 piece is also available under on order stock for RM01 location. So that is why the total stock we are seeing as 110 available under RM01. Okay, let's go back. So now what will happen if I do GR from this on order stock will move to unrestricted usage. So let's perform that. Let's go back to the GR screen and click on post. So system generated material document number. So let's capture that. Now go to display. System automatically gives the latest number here. Just press enter and you can check the details. In the meantime, we will record the material document number as well. Okay, now let's check the stock whether out of 110 piece, 100 piece must be moved from on order stock to unrestricted stock. Let's refresh. See, only 10 available on under on order, 100 piece moved to unrestricted stock. The total stock available is 200 piece. So now we will do the next step. So in the Excel you can see post invoice received. So we will record the invoice receipt as well. So let's go to transaction MIRO. Our company code is MLMR. So here you need to choose transaction invoice date. So I'm going to give today's date and reference is my PO number. the same PO number, you can give it here and press enter and choose the tax code. So tax code I am just giving 5%, and here I am choosing 5% of tax. And payment baseline date, I'm just giving as 10 as my baseline date, and go back to basic data. So I have mandated one of the field here, business place. That's why I need to give business place here. According to your business, what are the required fields in your screen, you can fill out all the required fields. So let me give it here. Then click on calculate tax. So the total 1050 is the amount. Just copy this amount and paste in the amount area. So now your total balance is nullified. I mean it's 0. Click on simulate. So you can see here the total payment you are doing 1050. Out of 1050, 1000 rupees will hit GRIR account as per the PO document. Remaining 50 rupees SGST 25 rupees and CGST 25 rupees. So total 1050. Click on post. So now this is the invoice document number. Let's copy this number as well. So now we have completed receiving stock process. So we created order, inbound delivery, and we posted goods received. Stock is updated. Now we posted invoice received. So next, finance department will pay amount to the supplier. So all the process is completed. Now let's imagine my quality department went for inspection. So they found that 50 piece of stock is not good. That means not up to the mark, or some damaged pieces like that. So now business wants to return that 50 pieces back to the supplier. They can also return total stock according to the business process. They can return, if they want to return the damaged only, they can return the damaged, or if they want to return entire shipment and they can book for they can order for from a new supplier, they can do that also. This completely depends on the business process. So here for return purpose, here for return process, you can either go for scenario 1 or scenario 2. This also depends on the business process. For example, if you want to implement return to supplier process, first discuss with your business what kind of approach they are following. They are following with a new purchase order approach, or with the same material document they are using to return the goods. First, understand the requirement from the business perspective. Then according to their business, you can refer the solution in SAP system, right? So now we are returning 50 stock, right? So what I'll do, for sake of understanding of both these scenarios, out of 50, 25 piece I will return with scenario 1. Remaining 25 piece I will return with scenario 2. So both the scenarios we will cover, right? So let's go with the scenario 1 first. So create a new return purchase order. So let's go back to the screen, create purchase order, ME21N. In the document type, if you want to maintain a separate document type for return PO, you can always maintain new document type. That also depends on the business perspective. Here I'm going to choose domestic PO only. There is no change in document and no change in data. Everything you need to give same. Material and how much quantity I'm returning here, 25 piece. From which plant, 2100. From which location, RM01. Okay, so after giving all this data, just scroll all the way to the middle. We will find a checkbox, returns item. So just click on the checkbox, returns item. Now let's click on check and click on save. So your PO is created. This is return PO. So let's copy to the Excel. Now next step, create outbound delivery. So let's go to the transaction VL10B. So let's check the Excel sheet for the next steps. Create outbound delivery. So okay, I will change the transaction. It's not VL01N. VL01N is for specific to sales order. So VL10B. and go to purchase orders. So here we need to give your shipping point, and in the purchasing document we need to give our PO number. So let's copy this, paste and execute. Okay, so no data exists, it's fine. Okay, let's check the PO. Let's go to our purchase order. Okay, so this is our purchase order, right? So okay, in the item details you can see there is a tab missing, shipping tab. So since the shipping tab is not available, we cannot proceed for outbound delivery creation. So now what we need to do, we need to maintain the missing configuration. So let's go to configuration node, SIMG, open materials management, purchasing, and open purchase order. Here open returns order. So here execute returns to supplier. So here we need to maintain a new entry. So I'll just show you the entry. Document type ZDM supplying plan 2100. So this is the entry we need to maintain. So this is the document type I used in purchase order. This is the my client ID 2100, and what type of delivery function you are doing for returns. So I'm doing outbound delivery creation for returns, right? So we need to choose indicator RL returns for outbound delivery, and we need to save this. After saving, go back to our purchase order screen. So just uncheck again to get the shipping data tab. Just unchecking it and check again, press enter. This time you will get shipping data tab here. So here you can check what is your delivery type and shipping point, and you can verify all the data here, and we can save. Now let's go to outbound delivery creation. VL10B, go to purchase orders, give your purchase order number and execute. This time you will get your data here, and select this line item, click on background. So see the log for creating deliveries. So you need to select this and click on show or hide delivery. So here you will get a delivery document number. This is your delivery document number. So click on this number. You can see this is the outbound delivery number. So just copy and we'll paste it in our Excel for reference. So now what is the next step? Post goods issue. Go to transaction VL02N. So you can give your outbound delivery number, and here you have an option called post goods issue. So before clicking on post goods issue, we will just understand the stock movement. So let's go to MMBE in a separate session. So give your part number, plant and location, execute. So now we are seeing 200 stock is available under unrestricted uses. Now once if I click on post goods issue, what will happen? Out of 200, 25 piece will minus from unrestricted stock. So let's click on post goods issue. So we need to enter the picked quantity. That's why system is showing from error. So we need to pick all the quantity. So delivery quantity is 25. We are going to pick total stock. Now you can click on post goods issue. So we will copy the material document number. Now let's check the stock. We can refresh the stock here. See, 25 piece disappeared from unrestricted stock. Now it became 175. So what is the next step? Post credit memo. This is the final step. So if you do this post credit memo, what will happen? Supplier will pay back to your company. So let's go to the transaction MIRO. So here in the transaction, instead of invoice, we need to choose credit memo. Invoice date, I'll give as today's date. Reference number, I'll give the PO number as a reference. return PO, and here we need to give the return PO number. Just copy this and paste, and we are going to receive including the tax. So we need to choose tax 5%, and baseline date same I am giving as 10. Now click on calculate tax. Total amount you are getting back from the supplier is 262.50. Now balance is 0. Click on simulate. So now this is the total amount you are getting back from supplier. Out of this, the stock amount is 250. The tax is 6.25 CGST, 6.25 SGST. Click on post. Posted. So we'll just copy this number into our Excel. So now if you check the PO history and the outbound delivery status, everything will update it. So now go to the transaction VL02 or VL03, display outbound delivery, give your delivery number and click on document flow. So here you can see the total status is completed. I mean the overall status. Picking is completed, GR returns is also completed. So the outbound delivery is closed. In the same way, you can check in PO also. Go to ME23N and you can give your PO number. This is our PO. Just click on other PO, mention your PO number and click on other document. You can see purchase order history tab is updated. If you go inside the tab, you can check what is the delivery number and what is the credit memo invoice number, and the moment for goods received is 161 posted. This is the reference number. Reference number is nothing but delivery number. So this is how the first scenario will work. So now let's look into the scenario 2. So let's go back to our Excel and let's check for the scenario 2 process steps. So the first step, so we need to do return delivery against material document. So what is our material document here? So this is our material document. So initially we are doing goods received to receive the stock, right? So that material document is the reference for us to do return delivery. So we will just copy this material document number and we will paste it here as a reference material document. So now let's go to SAP system and do the return delivery against material document. So let's go to transaction MIGO and choose return delivery material document, and we need to give our material document number and press enter. So now system will display the quantity and location, everything based on the material document number. So here we need to enter how much quantity we are going to return to the supplier. So here I am going to return 25 because already 25 piece we have returned to the supplier through return PO process. This one with scenario 1. So we have returned 25 piece. So remaining 25 we are returning with reference to scenario 2. So now we need to enter the quantity here and we need to check item OK. And before saving, we have an option called via delivery in header section. So this we need to check. So by checking this option, what will happen? System will automatically create an outbound delivery with reference to this process. I mean with reference to this transaction. Check this and click on check. Enter reason for movement. Okay, so why we are going to return? We need to enter the reason. So go to where tab and here you can see reason for movement. So choose, I am choosing as damaged quantity and click on check. Okay, everything is fine and click on post. Delivery created. This is the delivery number. So we need to copy this and let's paste in our Excel sheet. This is the outbound delivery number. So now what is the next step? We need to check the outbound delivery in VL03N and we need to do the post goods issue. So before doing post goods issue, let's check the stock. So let's go to MMBE and give our part number 40019, plant and location, execute. So right now we have 175 piece available under unrestricted uses. Now open a new session. So let's go to VL02N. So mention your outbound delivery and click enter. So before processing, let's check the document flow. So here we have an option, click the document flow. You can see purchase order, return delivery to vendor is still open. Purchase order number is 302. You can check here. If you go to Excel sheet, so we took a reference material document as this document number, right? So this document number is linked to 302 purchase order number. So this purchase order number only system is displaying in outbound delivery document flow. You can see here, this is the purchase order number, return delivery to vendor. So this is open. So now what we need to do, we need to go to picking tab, and here pick to quantity is 25, and now click on post goods issue. After that, what will happen, from unrestricted usage, out of 175, 25 piece will reduce. Let's check that. Click on post goods issue, document posted. Let's copy this number. So we'll paste it here. This is the post goods issue document number. Now check the document flow again and refresh the stock. So now I am refreshing the stock. Let's see whether 25 pieces is reduced or not. Yes, it's reduced. Now unrestricted use is 150. Now let's go to document flow, change outbound delivery, click on document flow. Here you can check the overall status is completed. Picking request is completed. Return to vendor is also completed. Now we have shipped the goods back to the supplier. Now what will happen? Supplier will pay the amount back to our company, right? So we need to record a credit memo for purchase order 302. Now go to transaction MIRO. Our company code is MLMR. So document date is today's date. Reference number is my PO number. Copy this PO number and you can paste. Already processing. I think I opened somewhere. I'll go back. Now again press enter. Okay. So now I'm including tax. Same like scenario 1, how we did the credit memo. Here we need to do the same process. Baseline date is 10. And I'm giving the business place, which is mandatory field. I'm filling that. Now click on calculate tax. Now choose 1050. So here if you see, the total amount is 1050. So this 1050 is for total 100 quantity. But how much quantity we are returning now? Only 25, right? So we need to correct the quantity here, because we are not returning the entire quantity whatever we mentioned in the purchase order. So we are returning only partial quantity. So that partial quantity we need to enter. Let's remove the amount field and here update with 25. The credit memo is not for 1000 because we are not returning the entire stock. Okay, so we are returning only 25 piece. So what we need to do, we need to mention the amount only for 25 piece, not for entire 100 piece. So here for 100 quantities, my amount is 1000. Then what is the amount for 25 piece? It's 250. So just replace the amount here as 250 and mention the tax. Then click on calculate tax. Now we can copy this amount and we can paste it in amount section. Now the balance becomes 0 and now click on simulate. Now you can see the total amount you are getting from the supplier is 262.5. Out of that, 250 is a stock amount. I mean for the goods what you are returning back. Then SGST and CGST tax. Now click on post. Material document is posted. Let's copy this. We'll paste it here. That's it. Now our company will receive the amount from the supplier. So that's the process about return to supplier. And on the similar topic, I have published a blog as well, so you can refer that blog. Show you how to access that blog. You can go to your browser and search for return to supplier process in SAP, and you will get a blog from SAP community. So you can open the first link, you will get the blog here, so you can check the detailed step-by-step process and the business scenario. So everything was explained in the blog for your reference. So that's it. That's about the video. Thank you for watching.